It's RFG back at it today. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to expose some serious fuckery that is very rarely talked about, in the public. Okay? But I'm going to be telling it like it is. No holds bars, no filter, none of that. Okay? Because what I'm about to expose in this video is basically just going to be all the points that prove that college athletes are nothing but slaves, okay? Are nothing but modern day slaves. And the college athletes are much more, they should be considered slaves much more than NFL players, okay? Because college athletes are not allowed to be paid while being on scholarship according to the NCAA rules, okay? Which is complete bullshit. And I'm going to be breaking that down and exposing that later on in this video. So just pay attention, listen carefully, okay? Because this shit has gotten so out of hand that I believe collegiate sports has become the new church in America, okay? Collegiate sports has become the new church in America. All right? Just look at this shit. Absolutely ridiculous. What are you hooping and hollering about? You see, complete, utter fuckery. Collegiate sports, collegiate football, collegiate basketball has become the new fucking religion, okay? It has become a religion. It's become such an obsession in American so-called culture that it has become a religion, okay? Because you saw the pride and the joy in the eyes of those athletes, but you see, that is all an illusion, okay? That's all hooping and hollering, dancing around, the same shit that goes on in the church when people are supposedly catching the Holy Ghost. It's the same bullshit, okay? While they're hopping and dancing around, you see what I'm saying? Doing that dumb shit, I'm going to show you the facts. I'm going to show you the facts, all right? These are the facts. 1.6% of all college football players go pro. Out of 73,557 college football players, okay, or the eligible ones, 16,346, okay, these are the ones that get drafted. 255 of them get drafted. So you saw these motherfuckers over here hooping and hollering, acting crazy as hell like they're in church or something. That means only 1.6 of all the college athletes. So that means if they're lucky, only one or two people on this team, and the college rosters are about 75 to 80 people. So only 1 to 2 people out of 70 or 80 are going pro. Okay? But they're hooping and hollering like they're in fucking church or something. You see? 16,346. Out of that, only 255 get drafted. 1.6. Okay? Okay? That's the new fucking religion. It's not only professional sports, but especially collegiate sports. Now, back in the 60s, there were predominant so-called black colleges called HBCUs, and they still exist today. But back in the day, they actually recruited the best athletes, okay, in the country. The best top black athletes in the country were not going to major NCAA schools back then. They were going to HBCUs, and in 1964, there was a deal made between the HBCUs and the NCAA so they could start integrating, you see? And when the HBCUs did that, the HBCUs got fooled. They got fucking fooled because they gave up, okay, their own people. They gave up their own kids, their own children to these NCAA schools, and what they were doing was they were giving their children back to the goddamn slave master. That's what the HBCUs did in 1964. Okay, when they signed a deal with the NCAA, okay, and the NCAA now recruits the top athletes in the country, in the nation. These HBCUs still recruit, okay, but just not on the level that the NCAA does now. You see, and right now they actually merged, okay? The HBCUs merged with the NCAA. But it shows before they merged, the HBCUs were recruiting most of the dominant athletes across the nation, okay? And so you can easily see the trickery and the fuckery and the deception that was conducted by the NCAA by doing this, okay? Why do people go to college football games? Do they go there to see the coaches and the owner of the stadium, or do they go there and pay their hard-earned money to see the players? They go there and pay their hard-earned money to see the players, you see? And when the NCAA had the HBCUs sign that deal, you see, the NCAA was taking those top commodities, you see, those top recruited athletes that people would pay top dollar to see year in and year out. So this is how the NCAA became a cash cow, okay? Okay? You see this? This is what the people paid to see. Okay, the players, not the coaches, not the owners of the stadiums or the schools. All right? And the schools are making billions. I said billions with a B. The schools are making billions of dollars, but these athletes are not allowed to make a goddamn dime. Go do the research. If you are on scholarship by one of these NCAA colleges and you are caught making money off of the field, okay, or you are caught receiving money from an NFL agent, you will be kicked off of your team and suspended. Okay? You may even lose your total NCAA privileges. You see what I'm saying? All of them at once. Okay? So if you can't make any money for yourself off the field, or you lose your scholarship, and your scholarship forces you to play football and risk your life on the field for this college, but this college is making billions of dollars off of you and your athletic performance, folks, that's slavery. That's slavery. They're not allowed to get paid, okay? College athletes are not allowed to get paid. That is slavery, okay? Flat the fuck out. Look at these stadiums. Look at these stadiums. Shit, you might as well start comparing them to churches. You might as well start comparing them to churches. Season tickets okay, for any NCAA college, I believe is over $1,000. Okay, so let's say your stadium holds maybe 30 to, let's say, 25 to 35,000 seats. So 30,000 seats times 1,000 average cost for season tickets. 1,000 times 30,000 is what? Okay? Yeah, you do the math. And that's what the fuck the owner of this college is making each season off of these goddamn players. And that is not even including the jersey sales and the merchandise, okay, for the college sports. That's not even including the jerseys and merchandise from the college. We're talking billions of dollars. Billions. And these athletes are not allowed to make anything. Think carefully. I want people to use your God-given brain and think very carefully about this. Okay? The NCAA is fucking slavery. Period. They were also making video games off of these college players' images and selling their image on the fucking video game, making billions of dollars off of that, and they were paying the players nothing. Okay? We're talking about adults, adult athletes in between 18 and 22 years old. Yeah, adults. Okay? So, the NCAA is a criminal organization. Period. Flat out. I'm glad that the players ended up suing the shit out of the NCAA for using their image, okay, without paying or compensating the players for that. And the players won that lawsuit. That's why there hasn't been an NCAA football game after 2014, okay? After NCAA 14, there hasn't been another college football game. And I hope there's not another one. Because I want everybody to pay attention to what I'm saying and listen very carefully. Okay? You athletes out there gotta wake the fuck up. These, especially if you're listening to me and you're still in high school and you're planning on going to one of these colleges, let me tell you something. RFG is gonna tell you, okay, the best information possible. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to give you the best guidance possible. Okay? I'm going to look out for you the best way I can. These colleges are nothing but slave plantations. I want everybody who has children who play high school sports. If you play high school sports and you're listening to me right now, okay, you guys need to think twice about joining these collegiate sports because A, you're going to be busting your ass on the field day in and day out. You're going to be risking your life. You're going to be risking injury, risking bodily harm, okay? You're going to be causing the owner of the stadium to make billions of dollars, but according to the NCAA rules, you're not going to be allowed to get paid a penny. And if you get caught making money off of the field, okay, you get penalized and you get kicked off the team. That is slavery. That is slavery. Okay? Okay? This is the truth. And also, you know, when you go to the college, you're only going to have a 1.6 chance of playing professional football in the NFL. Okay? See, these percentages are only for the NFL draft. Only 1.6 of these college athletes go to the NFL. Okay? So, you guys, you athletes out there listening to me, you have to take this into consideration. You have to. Okay? I showed you the documented facts. These colleges are making billions and billions of dollars year in and year out off of your image. So the best thing I can tell you, you know what I'm saying? The college athletes, you know, in college listening to me, or if you're still in high school, when you turn 18, do not let the college scouts get in your head. Do not let the college scouts get in your head. Okay? You are going to turn 18. You are the one who has the fucking talent. People are paying to see you, not the fucking coach, not the fucking owners, not the fucking owners of the stadium. They're paying to see you. So you, the athlete, are the one with the power. You have power over your talent, period. Okay? So you should be getting paid for your talent, period. Okay? So if you want to make your money when you turn 18, tell these fucking colleges, these fucking slave plantations, okay? Give them the fucking middle finger, all right? And go ahead and try out for the Arena Football League, or take a trip to the CFL, okay? The Canadian Football League. Those two. If you are a high school All-American, okay, the CFL and the AFL, they will take you into consideration, okay? I've already done the research. I've already spoken to a few people. They definitely accept 4-star high school athletes, 5-star high school athletes, and, you know, they pay you. Okay, you can play for the CFL and the AFL right out of high school, and they will pay you. All right. As far as the NBA and basketball, you know, the collegiate basketball players, I'm not sure of what kind of minor leagues there are for, high school basketball players, that want to get paid after high school. I need to, look into that. But this video in particular is geared towards the football players. Okay? So yeah, your best bet is trying out for the Arena League, the CFL, and I heard the XFL is coming back. So you're going to have the AFL, the CFL, and the XFL. You need to leave high school, give these fucking slave plantation NCAA colleges, give them the middle finger, and take your talent to the AFL, CFL, or the XFL. Get paid for your talent. Stop getting pimped. Stop getting pimped just because you want some fucking fame. Just because you want some... What would you rather have? Would you rather have fame, okay, and all these fucking accolades in the NCAA books and in their records, and then end up not getting drafted, okay? Then end up not getting drafted, okay? And then you end up broke, okay? You end up fucking broke. Right here. You see this? This is real. Broke college athlete, anything helps. You see? College athletes don't get paid. And if you put all your eggs in one basket, okay, towards the NFL, that is fucking foolish. Okay? And 9 times out of 10, if you do that, you're going to end up like this. So I just told you, there's, different avenues you can take. You can either go to the European Football League. Shit. You can even play in the American Rugby League, or play European rugby. You know what I'm saying? And still make your money. You know what I'm saying? We so-called black folks gotta wake the fuck up. At some point in time, a light has to click on, and we have to wake up at some point. Okay? So if you're watching this video, you need to share this with somebody you know who plays high school sports, somebody who's really good at high school sports, and who has plans of going to the NCAA. All right? Flat out. Flat out. Okay? Because when you go to the NFL, this is how they treat you. They treat you just like a slave. What the so-called white man would call a buck. You see what I'm saying? That's how you're treated. You are treated like cattle when you go into the NFL. And, your money is not even guaranteed. Okay? So after you finish your rookie contract, you're not even guaranteed to, receive your full amount of your money after the first 3 years you worked in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Complete bullshit. Why every year do we hear about NFL players that are holding out before the season starts? That are saying, I'm not practicing because I'm not getting paid what I deserve. How many times do we see that before these NFL seasons start? Folks, the NFL owners think we're stupid. They think we're dumb. They think we're cattle. They think we're dumb bucks. Just like slavery. It's the same shit. It's the same shit. You guys got to wake the fuck up, man. You guys got to wake the fuck up. The owners don't have the power. The NFL scouts don't have the power. The NFL coaches don't have the power. The NFL owners don't have the power because the people don't pay their money to see them. The people pay their money to see the players. Okay? Therefore, you, the player, have the power. Okay? And for you high school football players out there who play the position of quarterback, I want you guys to watch this. For all you, especially the black high school football players, if you know any, you know what I'm saying, show them this video because what I'm about to show you right now is dedicated to them.
Grabs a tube from a vacuum cleaner and starts chasing Chad Kelly.
I don't think he's been that good from the get-go. I think what we've had here is a little social concern in the NFL. I think the media has been very desirous that a black quarterback do well.
The big issue is going to be precise passing.
Double standards. They exist, especially in pro football. When Lamar Jackson won a Heisman Trophy, former Colts executive Bill Polian made a suggestion.
I think wide receiver, exceptional athlete, exceptional ability to make you miss. Clearly,
that man was trying to make a case for Lamar Jackson, Heisman Trophy winner, to stop playing the position of quarterback and switch to wide receiver. You know why? Because the NFL has a conspiracy, the NFL conspires against black quarterbacks. The only black quarterbacks that succeed are secret society, Boule members, and Freemasonic members.
Not the thrower that the other guys are.
Analysts wondered in advance of the 2018 NFL Draft whether Jackson should switch positions. Polian's old trope was studied and found. Of black players who played quarterback in high school, 62% changed positions in college per the study. Some moves are in the best interest of players, but only 16% of white quarterbacks changed positions. Researchers found 22% of all players switched positions. Torching defenses this season, Jackson said.
Not bad for a running back.
Discrimination, bias, and the failure of a football system. At the outset, scouting services divide quarterbacks into categories that often have racial overtones. The dual threat designation primarily refers to black quarterbacks, while pro style usually refers to white quarterbacks. They don't have black quarterback coaches, black coordinators, or GMs. And those are the people who give them the opportunities, said quarterback coach Quincy Avery. Already, the system lets down the black quarterback with little to no representation. Deshaun Watson, Houston Texans starting quarterback, knows this well. He's a dual threat, so he can't read coverages. He can't read defenses. He can't be accurate, Watson said, mocking the analyst.
That's what the analysts and the NFL scouts said about Deshaun Watson. So Deshaun Watson, okay, is a national title winner in college, okay, and is like a NCAA Hall of Famer for Clemson. And this is what the NFL scouts are saying about him. Let me get this straight. You played your whole life Pop Warner, high school and college, and dominated at each level at the same position, but all of a sudden, that same position in the NFL, it automatically just changes. You know what I'm saying? You automatically just don't know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Just because the level of competition changes? No. Doesn't work like that. The NFL is rigged, and it's set up and designed for not only white quarterbacks to succeed. They're not even drafting white. I'm telling you, they're not even starting white quarterbacks anymore. They're starting Jewish quarterbacks. They're starting quarterbacks who have Jewish last names. So not only do you have to be white, you have to be white with a Jewish last name. So that means even the white QBs with non-Jewish last names are getting discriminated against. Go do the research. Go do the research.
Say, well, he's a dual threat quarterback. You look at that word, that's a code word. People think, oh, he's a black quarterback. He must be dual threat.
Haskins is no joke as well. I just find him to be more of a runner than a thrower.
Count Stephen A. Smith in that category, for which he apologized. Haskins ran for just over 100 yards his senior year. The Washington Post analyzed the text of draft profiles hosted on the NFL's website for all quarterbacks who participated in the combine between 08 and 16. What they found backs up Watson's claims.
Quite frankly, forget the sympathy tour. Cam Newton has never really cared about anyone other than Cam Newton, and that doesn't mean he shouldn't be given the opportunity, but he's brought this franchise down.
That's Paul Feinbaum.
Did you hear what that fucking clown just said? He said that Cam Newton brought the Carolina Panthers franchise down when Cam Newton is responsible for the greatest single season in Carolina Panthers franchise history. Okay, the 2015-2016 season where they went 15-1 and went to a Super Bowl. Cam Newton won MVP that year. Cam Newton was a Heisman Trophy winner and a national title winner in college as well. And if you look up Cam Newton's stats, those are Hall of Fame stats. But he's still getting discriminated against, right? Because Cam Newton currently is getting removed, is planning to be removed from the goddamn Panthers team. You see what I'm saying? So all you so-called, black teenage high school football players that are watching this video, you better be taking notes and taking heed. And if you know any college or high school football players, especially, the black QBs, you definitely want to show them this video.
Doubled standard bingo on ESPN. The study found of minority quarterbacks more likely to be discussed physical characteristics, erratic and unpredictable. His successes and failures ascribed to outside forces, less of a leader. He is asked to do things or given opportunities. His footwork is a mess. He has issues.
The big issue is going to be precise passing. Can he put the ball in the tight windows? Can he be the type of quarterback in the NFL? If he doesn't make it a quarterback, you have a great fallback. But he has to buy in.
Mel hits at not being smart enough and inaccuracy. Then McShay hints at Jackson's IQ and...
First thing we've got to figure out is the football intelligence, how quickly he picks things up. Do I have someone on my staff that can help him?
He just questioned Lamar Jackson's intelligence. Once again, I believe Lamar Jackson has been playing the same position from Pop Warner to high school to college. So why would that be a problem for him in the NFL unless the NFL has an agenda and conspires against the black quarterback?
And work to consistently improve his footwork.
However, a white quarterback prospect is more likely to be discussed in terms of intangibles. He is smart, displays intelligence, and understands the game. He is a leader with command of the huddle. He is consistent, calm, and poised.
Looks like he's constantly cramming for the SATs.
Case in point, Jeff Glor of CBS. Kiper showed the double standard even further. Lamar Jackson isn't a first rounder because of the accuracy, but what about white quarterback Josh Allen? Stats are for losers, in my opinion. The guy won. His language is dangerous and influential. When words like issues are included in a minority prospects report, that prospect is predicted to be drafted about a half round later than otherwise. When words related to intelligence or leadership are used in a minority prospects report, that prospect is predicted to be drafted roughly a full round earlier than otherwise. The average pick for a black quarterback was 70th overall, as opposed to 53rd for a white quarterback.
No one's going to be twice as bad just because of who I am, an African-American quarterback. Look across the league, man. We're held to a certain standard. We almost have to be perfect.
Tyrod said this, and it's accurate. In 2009, an economics professor examined NFL data from the previous decade and concluded that black quarterbacks were roughly 2 times more likely to be benched than their white peers when controlling for factors including injury, age, experience, and performance. Are we getting there? Look no further than
see what I want to tell the young people, the young high school athletes that are listening to this video, is that when you enter the NFL has an agenda set up, and the entire NFL is it's a corrupt organization, and they conduct psyops. The NFL conducts psyops. Okay, psychological operations. And one of their psychological operations is to sabotage the black quarterback. Okay? And they do that by having certain defensive coordinators consistently blitz the QB and put the QB in situations, okay, where they really know that it's going to end up getting the the black QB hurt, or like I said before, if they want you to succeed as a black QB, they're going to make you become a part of the Boule, or they're going to make you become a part of the Freemasonic Order. And if they do that, I'm telling you, they're going to force you to conform to the homosexual agenda, or they're going to force you to sacrifice a close loved one in your family, in your close-knit family. I am dead serious. Okay? And if you don't conform to their agenda, the agenda they have for you, okay, they're going to sabotage you. Period. And they do this to make the narrative of black QBs are not mentally capable of consistently playing at a high level at the quarterback position, okay? And that plays into the narrative of the bullshit theory of evolution, Caucasoid supremacy, the whole nine, okay? And the NFL is a part of that, okay? They have set up their game and rigged their league, that is basically geared towards causing black QBs to be sabotaged. Okay? And they do that to make the white QBs look mentally superior. But it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit, folks. It's all rigged bullshit. You have NFL defenders who get paid hundreds of thousands of dollars under the table to miss tackles on purpose. They get paid big money under the table to blow their coverages on purpose. Some QBs get paid under the table to throw interceptions on purpose. Some offensive players get paid to fumble the ball on purpose. It all goes on. It all goes on in the NFL. And when you enter that league, that's the kind of stuff you're going to witness.
The first season in which the reigning MVP is a black quarterback, Patrick Mahomes. There's another active black quarterback who owns an MVP hardware, Cam Newton. The highest paid player in league history is a black quarterback, Russell Wilson, the #1 overall.
Now, need I remind you, Russell Wilson and Cam Newton are two Boule black men. Russell Wilson and Cam Newton are two Boule black men, and I have been studying Mr. Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes, his father played professional baseball, and I believe both of them are part of a secret fraternity. They don't have that information public on Wikipedia, but I'm in the process of digging, okay? And eventually I know I'm going to find something on Patrick Mahomes. But you see, they listed the so-called successful black quarterbacks in the league, and they are only successful because they complied to the NFL owners' agenda, okay? Whether that was a homosexual agenda, we all see how Cam Newton dresses, okay? He's a part of that agenda. I believe, you know, I'm on the record saying this video might get flagged for me saying this, but I don't give a fuck. I honestly think Russell Wilson did some homosexual activities behind the scenes as part of a Freemasonic order. Russell Wilson is the only black quarterback in history to go to back-to-back Super Bowls. And they let him get a Super Bowl over Peyton Manning, and they let him go to the next Super Bowl and face Tom Brady. And if Pete Carroll calls a different call at the end of that game, Russell Wilson gets 2 Super Bowls. You see what I'm saying? So to put a black QB like Russell Wilson in that kind of position, to give him those accolades in a league as racist as the NFL, I'm a firm believer that if Russell Wilson is not Boulay, they chipped his ass. He's under some kind of MK Ultra program. Plain and simple.
Signal caller Kyler Murray, and there are multiple franchise black passers who are in line for new deals in excess of $100 million. Dak Prescott, Sean Watson, a groundbreaking season during the NFL's Centennial one. The long road has been taken mandatorily through American entities to hinder success. As the Carpenters would say, we've only just begun. If you'd like to hear more thought-provoking content like TYT Sports on Facebook, and to help in my journey to keep media independent, go to tyt.com/Rick.
That sums that up, okay? But like I was saying before, you know, you look at a lot of high school programs around the nation, okay? And I'm talking about wonderful high school football programs that are, you know, you call them prestigious, okay? 4-star and 5-star and 6-star programs. A lot of them are headed by black QBs, okay? And we go into college, you know, on the college scene, okay? We see, you know, so-called black QBs having all of this success, you see? But you mean to tell me all of a sudden when they get to the NFL, you know, it's a problem? You know, they just automatically forget how to play the quarterback position. It just magically pops out of their head. Give me a fucking break. It's a joke. The NFL is completely rigged. The NFL conducts psyops, and one of their psyops is to make the black QB look mentally inferior to white QBs. Okay? That is the agenda. All right? And, you know, once again, for the high school athletes out there, if you are a 4-star or a 5-star high school athlete, you need to tell these colleges, screw you, because these colleges are fucking slave owners, okay? And the football field is their fucking plantation. And these college scouts are nothing but slave scouts, period. Okay, they tell you can't make money off the field if you are under their scholarship, but they're making billions and billions of dollars off of your athleticism and off of your fucking image. Okay? Okay? So I told you what to do when you turn 18. Okay? AFL, CFL, you got European rugby. You even got a rugby league in the US, but the XFL is coming again. So you have the XFL, the CFL, and the AFL. And I'm just making this video because I don't like seeing shit like this. I don't like seeing shit like this. You know what I'm saying? No. Not in this day and age. And for anybody who follows this channel, I'm going to make sure that I put in my best effort you know, to make sure that this shit doesn't happen. And this is exactly why I want this video to go viral. I want this shit to go viral. Share the hell out of this video. Okay? So with all that being said, I appreciate everyone who supports RFG and Atlantean movement. Please like, share, and subscribe. It's The Chosen One, man. I'm out.